baby, it's Sunday. That can only mean one thing. What is in the Poundland bin? Let's find out. Hello, Poundland bin. Blah, 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 blah. You've had a fill-in, haven't you? We were getting quite empty on the old Blu-rays, so he's had a new delivery. Right, okay, let's do it. Are you ready? Okie dokie, so probably don't have to go down far. I still have got a shitting clue what's in there, as they're all mixed up and I put them in blindfolded. Well, you know what I mean. Here we go then. Okie dokie, so if I take... oh, okay, so let me just move that one to one side. I got one! Oh, yes, babe. Oh, and guess what? There's actually no seal on it. Oh. Okie dokie. I'm probably sure I probably haven't watched it, whatever it is. Maybe I just took the wrapping off to get the digital code, but... Okie dokie. Oh, excuse me. Pig. Here we go then. Oh, excuse me. What the hell? Pretty sure I haven't seen it. I must have taken the foil off, maybe to get the digital code. But it's The International, starring Clive Owen and Naomi Watts. Don't look very much like Clive Owen. That looks more like Colin Farrell. Bloody Photoshop. Slick, fast-moving conspiracy thriller. Wow, okay. Okay. Have I seen it? No, I haven't seen it. Never seen it, no. Brilliant. Okay then. Right, let's get it in the player and let's get started. At least I haven't got to take the wrapping off, eh? Dokey, so here we go. Oh, there we go. And some nice artwork. Fabulous. Oh, yes. Okie dokie. Oh, and look. My player's come back. Yes, fantastic. Oh, it's extremely clean. Oh, I've missed you. I've missed you, my darling. In we go. And let's close it up. Au revoir. What? Okay, so disc is in. I haven't got any munchies, but I've got a lovely steaming hot cup of tea. Oh my God, that's nice. Fabulous. Okay. Let's get going, shall we? Oh, yes. Ooh. Okay, so The International. Yes. Not a bad little thriller. Not a bad little conspiracy thriller. It stars Clive Owen, who plays a character called Louis Salinger, I think he is. He's like an Interpol agent. He's from New York, but he's working for Interpol. So the beginning of the movie starts out in this, outside this airport, I believe in Berlin, where Clive Owen's character is overseeing a meeting with his partner in this car with this other guy that's kind of like linked to this international banking corporation that deals with money laundering and weapons sales to foreign countries and Israel and places like that. This bloke is going to blow the whistle, and an unfortunate incident happens to Clive Owen's partner as he's coming back from the meeting, and he keels over, and they think it's a heart attack. Clive Owen believes something more sinister is going on. Eventually they discover that his partner was actually injected with cyanide while he was standing on the curbside. So it all of a sudden turns into this, who is this bloke that injected him? He's kind of like a hired gun for this big banking organisation based out of Luxembourg. So it's all a matter of chasing him and trying to get all the pieces together, get him to lead them to the banking corporation. It's one of these conspiracy thrillers that, you know, trying to puzzle everything together about the bank and trying to prove that they are making money out of illegal arms, weapons, you know, deals and things like that, and money laundering and all that, trying to get up to the top of the chain. As Salinger tracks down this bloke to New York, there is a very interesting shootout, very impressive shootout, John Wick style shootout, in the Guggenheim Museum in New York. And it's not the actual Guggenheim Museum, but they built, from the plans, from the blueprints, they built an exact full-size replica in an old locomotive factory, so that they could then just shoot the shit out of it. And it is very impressive. It is very impressive. It's one of the highlights of the film, and it gives your sound system a good kick in. Some loud gunshots, machine guns, lots of action. So yes, it's one of the highlights of the film. As all the pieces fall into place, it leads Salinger to the top bloke at the banking corporation, which is played by Olsen, is it Olsen Thompson? I can't remember his name. He was the baddie in the Banshee TV series. He was the one who ran the Amish people and did lots of drug dealing and money laundering. Straight out of Banshee. So yes, it all leads to him. So he's trying to prove, Salinger's trying to prove, you know, to get him on tape to admit that all these deals are set up and that he killed these people and all that kind of stuff. It's very involved, but it's a very good international conspiracy theory, and it proves that you should never trust a banker. But yeah, really good, really good. As it says on the front here, slick, fast-moving conspiracy thriller. Not fast-moving all the way through, but it keeps its momentum for its pace, so it doesn't get boring at all, and it's just short of 2 hours. So yes, I kind of enjoyed it. I don't know if it's going to be one that I'm going to be putting on any time again soon. It's one of those ones where you sort of like watch it and then just tuck it away and maybe bring it in a couple of years' time. But yeah, so not a bad little conspiracy thriller. So out of 10, I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. Pitch quality was quite good. There's very minimal fine grain. Sometimes a little bit more noticeable on close-up shots of like Clive Owen's face. But there's a lot of detail in his stubble and everything, and it was a good detailed film. The sound is a little bit different than the usual DTS Master Audio 5.1. It's actually Dolby Digital True HD, so hence the different display on the front of the amplifier. So it was a good sound. There was nothing spectacular about it other than the big shootout. It was just an okay sound. Very minimal use of the surrounds. The dialogue was crisp and clear though, and very loud, you know, so there's no having to turn the volume right up to hear it. It was just perfect. But when the shootout happens, that's when all the phonics come in, and there wasn't too much ricochet and rebounding off the rears though. So I was quite surprised with that, but the gunshots were loud and very echoey. So yes, so not a bad film. It does come with some special features. It's got a director commentary of the extended scene making of an international featurette, shooting at the Guggenheim, so a little documentary about that and how they built it, the architecture of the International, and the auto-starred featurette. So yeah, quite a few little extras. There's also an exclusive to Blu-ray, the International Experience Picture-in-Picture. Not bad, not bad. So it looks like it's kind of an older release. It's one of the older design releases. I think it was out in about 2008 or 2009, so it's one of the older releases. It is region free though, as you can see down now on the back. It's region free. As I say, it's Dolby Digital True HD, so good sound. So yeah, not bad. Okay, so what are we going to do with it? Are we going to keep it, or are we going to put it in the old recycling bin? Let's find out. Okay, so here's the International, there's the recycling bin, and there's the ones that I'm keeping. As I said, the Guggenheim shootout was really good, but I don't know if that's enough to warrant me keeping it. As I say, most of it is not slow paced, but it's one of those ones that you watch once and just put away for a while. So I think I'll be happy to let this one go. I can always check it out again on maybe Amazon, but it wouldn't be any time soon. But yeah, not a bad little conspiracy thriller. So let's put it in the recycling. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of What's in the Poundland Bin. Now it's in the recycling bin, and the recycling bin is almost full. So we'll do it again next week, same time next week. So like the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye!